Hello beautiful souls, I am Michele McCoy with Autumn Flow, coming to you from this super windy autumn day in Arkansas. The colors are just about gone and I thought it would be one of my last chances to record a video with some colors in it. So in this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you a fun little beginner combo that I am calling the flip and spin. I am using my 31-inch 3/4 hoop in this pretty purple color, available at autumnflow.com. And I would not recommend using a beginner hoop for this tutorial just because you won't be able to have as much control over the hoop. So I'm going to show it to you and then we'll break it down. Okay. So I've broken this tutorial down into 8 counts and let's go through each count slowly. You're going to start by holding your hoop down towards the ground, thumbs facing each other, palms facing your body, arms straight. So the first move, you're going to be folding the hoop from below you to up above you, framing your upper body, arms straight the whole time. So your palms are going from facing your body to facing the ground. Now, one thing I would practice to get down this first move is what I call the wave. So you're kind of waving the hoop, keeping a fairly loose grip on the hoop so that you are able to allow the hoop to rotate inside your grip. If you were to keep a firm grip on the hoop, you wouldn't be able to bring it all the way behind you. It would be not comfortable. So just kind of practice that at first, this little wave motion. I'm going to come a little closer here so you can see it. So again, it's just a very, very gentle grip on the hoop. You can almost hear this like squeaking sound that the hoop is making inside your grip. So just kind of practice that. Up and down, up and down, up and down. You can really add this into so many other fun hoop moves and combos, this like wave motion. So again, once you get that down, we're gonna go from here to here. Bam. Make sure that when you bring it to the top, you immediately tighten your grip on the hoop so that we avoid this. So you want to try to keep the hoop as vertical as you can here. Vertical in your starting position, 180 flip, vertical in your ending position, framing your upper body. And you can keep your hands together. I like to spread mine apart a little bit, just kind of gives me a feel of more control over the hoop. So 1, 2. On 3, we're going to lift our arms up, allowing the hoop to come behind us, bending at our elbows so that now the hoop is framing the back of our body. So notice how I brought my elbows in, still keeping that firm grip on the hoop. Now my thumbs are facing each other still, and my palms are kind of facing forward, kind of facing out. You want to still try to keep the hoop fairly vertical here. So kind of play with the motion of your stretch here. This is a one stretch I really like to do with my hoop is to bring it up and just kind of do a nice back bend, heart opening stretch here. So it's similar to that, just incorporated into a combo. So 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to release the hoop with one hand. It really doesn't matter which hand. I'm going to release the hoop with my right hand, and I'm going to sweep the hoop out to one side so that now my thumb is on the outside of the hoop. To keep more control of the hoop, be aware of your thumb position. So as I'm starting with the hoop at the top here, my thumb is facing that away on the inside of the hoop. As I bring it out, I shift my thumb so that it's on the outside of the hoop. That just gives me a little bit more control over the hoop. This is also really hard to practice slowly. So you might want to just practice that part more quickly, because momentum and gravity will definitely help with keeping more control over the hoop in a nice vertical position. So you may notice I'm straightening my arm again here. So the hoop is going from being behind my body to completely off of my body. And then I'm sweeping it down in front of me, thumb facing out. So I kind of like to shift my weight onto my right foot in this case. So if you are using your right hand, shift your foot onto your left foot. So from this position, take one hand down, shift your weight, I point my left toe and turn towards the hoop. You kind of have to practice this wrist motion. You're going from here to here, here to here. There's a lot of motion in your wrist here. So here to here, sweep that hoop down, firm grip on the hoop. Now back to facing forward, and you're going to, again, grab the hoop with both hands. Now we're going to ghost the hoop. So when you ghost the hoop, you want to try to keep it nice and vertical and in a straight line. Oh my gosh, this wind. Going all the way up and all the way down. To ghost the hoop, one hand, again, it doesn't matter which hand, is keeping a nice firm grip on that hoop, while the other hand is not even gripping it, is just ghosting it. Literally, you could just rub your fingers on the outside of the hoop at first, kind of just to get used to that. So with the gripping hand, bending at the elbow, lifting it up to frame your body, and then all the way up above you, straightening your arm. And you can see how that's kind of uncomfortable when you practice that just with one hand. When you add your other hand, you take a little bit more of the weight off of your gripping hand, and you just slide it all the way up, all the way down. You can see how I'm not bringing my hands quite all the way together. It's just not quite as comfortable, and I'm not able to get as much height on it. So I'm gonna back up or come forward a little bit so I don't hit the tree. So again, this position, up, down. So you can kind of see here how I'm kind of just making a tunnel for the hoop to pass through with my ghosting hand. It's kind of a weird feeling, so that might take you a little bit to get used to, and I would recommend practicing it with both hands. Ghost the hoop, bring it back down, and bam, ending position, strike a pose, whatever. Okay, so let's put it all together slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's do it a little bit faster, so for a nice smooth look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple other things that I would recommend that you do to kind of spice up this combo and make it your own, add a little bit of your own uniqueness to it, is to play around with how to get in and out of this combo, or things to add in between. So for example, instead of just starting like this, you could start by spinning the hoop and then bringing it down. You could spin it different angles, switch it around. When I spin the hoop, I'm pretty much just keeping contact with my fingers and using my thumb to push the hoop, okay? There's a lot of different ways to spin the hoop. That's just what I found is the easiest. So you could spin the hoop, and then when I bring it down, I'm using that ghosting move. I ghost it down, and then I go into my move out to the side. Instead of immediately bringing it back down to go into the ghost, you could get to this position and then do a 360, trying not to hit the tree, and then go into your ghost like so. Instead of ending at this position or this position, you could pop the hoop up, stick your arms in with palms facing down, and then do a little spin up, bam. So again, I'm kind of just improvising here with things that you can add to this move. The flip and spin, that's what I'm calling it, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to see some more tutorials, I have a whole bunch on my YouTube channel, and I also have some very broken down, detail-oriented, easy to follow hoop dance online courses at autumnflow.com. If you're a beginner, it'll walk you through the beginning of your journey, from all the foundational moves to how to create combos and put those moves together, how to warm up and stretch with your hoop, on body, off body, all sorts of good stuff. I also have an intermediate advanced course and some other courses that have featured hoopers in them if you would like to learn a different style than mine. So head on over to autumnflow.com if you would like to check out those courses. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a beautiful day.